The Nightveil Hallow event is now back in Eternum, and today I'm going to be telling you guys everything that you need to know about this event, including how you can access the rewards, how you can get on top of your quests, and also some of the rewards that you can get that you do particularly want to keep an eye on. Before we fully jump into today's video, if you aren't already, please do subscribe to the channel down below and drop me a like if you do go on to enjoy the video. So first things first, how long does the event last? So from the time of recording this on the 18th of October, we have from until right now until the 14th of November for this event to take place. So that's quite a lot of days in between, and you should be able to get pretty much everything from the shop that you will want with this. Now this time around they have got some costumes. These are pretty cool, and what costumes are drops that you can get from either killing Baalphazu, the actual boss itself, and from the town centerpieces, so the cauldrons. You can put the ichor into those, and you can also be rewarded with a costume. There is 4 different types of costumes, so you can get Captain Thorpe, you can get Adiana, you can get an Anubian Reaver, and you can get a Lost Monarch. All of these do look particularly spooky and pretty cool as well, so these are really good fun. They do last for 30 minutes, and the reason that you will need these is because once you actually have the costume on, you can search around each of the towns for a hidden treat basket. Now these generally are next to the big piles of leaves. I haven't found them in every single town yet at the time of recording this, but the ones that I have found they've been generally next to the big piles of orange autumnal leaves there, so they should be fairly straightforward to find, fairly nearby to the cauldron as well. Now the reason that you want to go to these treat baskets is that they have a chance to contain the new Baalphazu armor pieces, which is a 10% chance for each one that you go to. You can also get 2 Nightveil tokens 3 times daily, so that's up to a total of 6, and a new item which is candy. This is a limited time consumable that comes in 4 different flavours. Not entirely sure whether this does anything as of right now. I've tried to eat a few bits, doesn't seem to have done anything, but it is quite a cool addition to the game, and certainly let me know in the comments if you do find anything cool with that. But you certainly might as well get some candy for Halloween, right? Now, one thing to note about the costumes here then, if you are going to get the treat baskets, is what you will need to do when you see these. They will be under the section in your inventory that you can see on screen now for me. You'll then click on this, it will go into your hotbar, so where the potions are, that sort of thing, or your consumables. You'll then need to consume this item, it uses it for 30 minutes, and that's how you can access it. I've seen a few people asking questions in game on this, so I did want to make sure that was clear for everybody watching this video. You knew how to do it. Now the boss itself, Baalphazu, as you can see from the gameplay in the background, there is a lot of players doing this right now, so you should be able to jump into a group fairly comfortably to take this out. Obviously with the new raid system as well, this is much easier. He's got a lot of HP, so the thing I would recommend doing, of course, is heavy attacking, getting the stamina bar broken, and that then means that you can do very large amounts of damage, upwards of 40,000-50,000 damage per hit. So obviously you want to break this stamina bar as fast as possible if you are looking to clear these quickly every single day. And what you can get from this guy is the new armor pieces for Baalphazu, which you can get up to 5 times daily, and costumes which come 3 times daily, and then of course the ichor, which doesn't seem to have a limit on. You can just redo this as many times as you want to in order to get the ichor, and in turn the reward chest once you do hand that in at the cauldron inside the towns. Now the first time that you complete the quest during this event, it will actually give you all of the required XP in order to get yourself up to that maximum reputation level with the event. And this will reward you with 5 Nightveil tokens, 2 random Nightveil Hallow weapon patterns, and access to the Nightveil Sentinel section of the event shop. In other words, unlocking everything for you to be able to buy. Now every time that you hand in an ichor, like I said there, you get those for killing Baalphazu every single time. What you'll be able to do is collect additional ichor from Baalphazu to net additional rewards. Every cache contains multiple Nightveil tokens and more. So generally what you will get is between 7 and 13 Nightveil tokens, 1 random Nightveil Hallow weapon pattern, a coin bag which is limited to 3 times daily, which has got roughly around 120 coins in, and you will also get a diamond gypsum. So if we just jump into the game then and have a look at the Nightveil Hallow shop here, you'll see in the top right, of course, I've completed that quest, so I've got the maximum reputation, which is pretty good. I've also got 27 Nightveil tokens. That is after doing 3 of the boss fights, and of course picking up about 3 or 4 of the baskets which you can find in the town. It's not these ones that are on the item shop, that is just a housing item, but that is what it looks like in the town, just a little bit bigger. Now you can see on this first tier of shop, which is the fledgling tier, you've got all sorts of patterns for different weapons here, so you can get whichever weapon you would like, including shields as well. Then on the second tier, the Nightveil Sentinel here, you've got some of the items from last year, so you can see I already have these unlocked, so the Jack-o'-lantern, the Pride of the Witch Hat, and the Slithering Skull. You've also got the Docile Pumpkin, which is a housing item, a Skeleton Twirl, which is an emote, and the Baalphazu Mantle and Cowl as well, which of course were here last year too. You then also have patterns for Nightveil weapons in the gear score of 675. So again, these ones are not going to be 700, but they can be quite cool looking skins if you want to unlock the skins for them, as it were. In terms of transmogs, this might be something that you want to have a look at as well, but bear in mind it's not going to be at that 700 gear score mark. And then of course down here in the Nightveil Ghoul, which you do unlock again by completing the quest, you have some of the newer items: a new cowl, a new headdress, a new crown, and a new visage. These are all for the 2023 edition, as is this entire section down here. So as you can see, I've got the druid's headdress already there. You've then got Throne of the Hollow. This is a housing item. Baalphazu's Offering, which is another housing item, and the Summoner's Circle, or the Summoning Circle rather, which again is of course a housing item. Two new emotes, which are Tremble in Fear, which looks a little bit like this. And then we also have the Possessed Walk, which looks a little bit something like this. Very creepy. I think definitely something I'm going to be unlocking. In fact, I think we might as well get that one now. That is very creepy. We're going to want to get involved with that one. And of course, then we also have the Hexed Canopy, which I've already bought, which is a camp skin here as well, brand new for this season. Now, as you can see here, if we just jump into the Forge as well and have a look at this Nightveil Great Axe pattern that I've just bought, you can see that you will get a first-time craft bonus, of course, so a nice bit of weaponsmithing XP or whatever the weapon is that you're trying to craft. Now, I've gone ahead and put in prismatic, ingots, planks, and leather. Of course, I don't have the ingots and planks on me, but just to give you a rough idea, this is the green pattern that I bought, so it's the regular one from the second tier of the shop. It is up to 640 gear score right there. Obviously, if you've got your trophies on and you've got your gear set on and things like that, you may be able to get this higher. So whether you'll be able to craft these 700 gear score, if you of course have the max level of 250 on weaponsmithing with your trophies and your gear set, somebody please let me know in the comments if that is possible. If it is, these are very, very cool. Even if not, you could probably put in some of the less expensive materials and craft these up to make yourself some of the skins in terms of the transmogs there, because again, these look fantastic. This is the Great Axe and this is the Warhammer here, so they are definitely going to be worth having a look at because these are very, very cool indeed. You do get the first time craft bonus available with all of these patterns as well, so if you are trying to level up your weaponsmithing or your engineering, and you do have the required level to be able to craft tier 5 items already, then this is a good way to get a little bit of a boost to XP as well. You can see there 51,000 XP. That'd get me almost up to my next level, so crafting both of these items would get me another level up. It's not going to be a massive amount of XP, but it is something nice to make sense of, even if you're not too bothered about actually crafting these at max level possible. So hopefully you guys have found this video useful. Hopefully it explains the event nicely to you, so now you can jump into the game and get hands-on with exactly what you want to do with this year's Nightveil Hallow's event. If you have enjoyed, please do drop me a like down below, as it massively helps to support me and my content here on YouTube. And if you do want to see more New World content, drop a subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on any of that. Other than that, I will catch you guys again very, very shortly on a brand new upload, so take care and peace.